The Strip might be the most iconic place in Fallout New Vegas. It is the first thing you see when the game starts, and Overhaul has a very unique appearance, not only from the rest of the Mojave, but also from any other Fallout location ever. Today I am taking a look at every single Strip overhaul ever. From game-breaking glitches to luxurious skyscrapers, we have a lot to cover. So without further delay, let's get started. The first mod is New Vegas Strip Overhaul. This mod tries to make the Strip more like the beta version. The surrounding walls are now made up of concrete, and there are also palm trees with decorations. The south gate also now looks more like the Camp McCarran gate, and there's also a watchtower. The empty space beside the Tops Casino now has an NCR Embassy-type static building. There are some other small improvements too. To me, this mod does what it says, and is relatively bug-free and performance-friendly. While the previous mod adds a lot of stuff, a lightweight Strip overhaul removes a lot of stuff. The goal of this mod is to clean the Strip and make it look pristine. The roads are now less destroyed and are also very clean. The three main casinos are also very clean. However, abandoned places like the Lucky 38 are not clean, as there's no one to maintain them. This mod is simple but effective. If you are just trying to make your Strip look cleaner and pristine, then go with this mod. Freeside and the Strip Redone is the most ambitious mod in this whole list. This mod not only overhauls both Freeside and the Strip, but also adds new buildings, NPCs, decorations, and more. There are a few new stores in Freeside with custom-voiced NPCs. You can also find criers in the street for these stores.
Looking for food that isn't from a mutated insect? Why don't you stop by Cherry's Bakery for some fresh baked goods?
The second part of Freeside is even fancier. There are neon signs all over the place as well as so many new buildings. The Strip mostly remains untouched, but the South Strip has some new hotels and casinos. Now that all of the positives are out of the way, let's get to some criticisms. Firstly, some of the new NPC body colors don't match their head. A lot of the new buildings also don't fit into the style of the game, and some of them have very low resolution textures. Also, and this might have something to do with my game, but these buildings in the Strip just had too much lighting and it looks really bad. Brightweight Strip adds a lot of background buildings, neon signs, and billboards throughout the Strip. This mod adds some small areas in the Strip too. Unfortunately, my game crashed whenever I reached the NCR station, so I can't give you a detailed description. Mr. Fairfax's Old Strip and Freeside Overhaul is another one of those mods that overhaul both the Strip and Freeside. The first part of Freeside remains untouched, but the second part has become an extension of the Strip itself. There are new buildings, roads are much darker, and many decorations from the Strip. Some of the vendors have also been moved from the first part of Freeside to this part. The new buildings fit into the game nicely, mostly because they are assets from either Fallout 3 or New Vegas itself. This mod also increases the number of NPCs in interiors, but I don't know what method it uses as there were 3 of each Garrett siblings in the Atomic Wrangler. There are also some weird NPC edits which I personally don't like much. The Strip itself remains mostly the same with few edits here and there. There's a new casino in the South Strip which is nice though. Light Bright Strip Overhaul adds many background buildings and signs into the Strip to make it look more fancy. There are small new areas that have been added to the map. There are also plenty of new neon signs and glowing buildings. I especially like the statues near Ultralux, as these fit into their casino's aesthetic nicely. There's also a small drive-in behind Ultralux which looks great too. If you are going for any one of these fancy Strip mods, then this is the best. FLVJOD. The Strip by Prodleman tries to turn the Strip back to its original concept. The casinos are much further from the Strip gate now, and there are large open spaces with nothing in them. I personally don't think it makes sense that there will be so much large space, and no one will try to capitalize on it by opening new places or expanding already existing casinos. There are also some weird bugs like how the pink lining of the Tops Casino is outside now, or how the Ultralux building is totally glitched. Jewel of the Desert Urban Strip Overhauls also tries to make it more like concept art, but in a different way. The Strip itself looks exactly the same, but is now surrounded by huge skyscrapers in the background. Of course, all of this is more like set dressing, and you can't really interact with any of it, but I think this mod accomplishes its goal to make it closer to the concept art. These next 2 mods are so similar to each other, it's almost unbelievable. Both the Strip E3 Uncut Restored and the Strip 2023 tries to restore the Strip to its E3 demo version. Both of them have similar walls and entrances, although the Strip 2023 is a bit more detailed. Both of them have exactly the same strip design, and even the open monorail looks exactly the same. However, the Strip 2023 adds even more stuff like better Lucky 38 lighting, modified tops building, and generally a bit more polish, and is currently the best representation of the E3 Strip. There's also a light version of the Strip 2023 that removes the wall and makes the roads destroyed again. Next is the fabulous New Vegas Strip. The first two areas of the Strip remain mostly the same. The highlights being a beautiful sitting area behind the Lucky 38 and a bar inside the NCR station. The South Strip by far got the best treatment. There are now 3 new casinos. One has a Dead Money-inspired theme with holographic NPCs. There's also a new branch of the Bison Steve Casino on the Strip. Some of the stores, such as the Atomic Wrangler, have been moved to the Strip too, as well as some completely new stores. Better Vanilla Strip tries to improve upon the Vanilla Strip in many ways. The walls to the next area have been made up of destroyed cars, which I don't really like. There are also some billboards and new details all around the Strip. Some background areas have also been added which you might think are part of the world, but are closed off using an invisible wall. Some really bad glitches also happened to me, which was not good. This mod does have potential. Making the background areas part of the Strip and fixing the bugs will go a long way to fulfill that potential. But currently I can't recommend this mod. Vice is a mod that extensively overhauls the Strip. This mod expands all 3 casino areas and adds suitable assets. The Gomorrah has ancient fires and also hanging stripper cages. The Tops Casino has a musical aesthetic. And the Ultralux has been expanded to a new open restaurant and also a parking lot. There are also some new interiors, although these look really flat, and also the NPCs don't have any custom voice lines. I guess that's the only aspect where this mod can do much better. But this is definitely one of the best Strip overhauls of all time. A new Strip overhaul called Welcome to the Strip was released just after I finished recording. I still went to record it, but it was really stuttery and also crashed multiple times, so I just didn't bother anymore. Let me know if you experienced the same thing or if it was just me. And that's it. Every single Strip overhaul reviewed. My personal favorite were the Light Bright and the Freeside and Strip Redone mod. Let me know which one of these you use. As always, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.